What's up, everybody? It has been a very long time since my last video about our home build. I think the last one was towards the end of August, so over 5 months ago. And I've done a little bit of filming along the way, but I haven't posted a video because we've had one delay after another. And so I just wanted to put this video together to show you a couple things positive things that did happen over the last 5 months, and then also talk about some of the delays we had, because if you are building in Idaho, specifically in North Idaho, I can't speak for Southern Idaho, but in North Idaho, everything is so backed up and slow right now, and we've had one challenge after another with this process. So it's very real, and so I just wanted to kind of share what some of those delays and challenges that we've had over the last 5 months and put this video together. And I keep saying this, but hopefully the next video will actually be the house starting and construction starting. So let me take you back. If you have not seen my previous videos and you are in the process or wanting to move to North Idaho and going to be building, I've got some really good tips that we've learned along the way throughout this process. So go back and check out those videos and see some of the things that we've done up to this point. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and insert the clips here that we closed on our loan. We got the house staked as far as like where the positioning is on the property. So we did that about 5 months ago. So I'll insert those clips here and then come back and tell you about all the stuff that's been going on the last 5 months. Hey everybody, so we are out at the property, finally getting the house staked to get the position of the house, layout, figure out where our patios and views are to figure out where this house is gonna go.
So there's another one of these little gray stakes.
So what I was thinking is the living room area where both of the two sliders are, the two sliders be centered kind of in this area, so it's looking down this section right here.
I would start with that in mind. Let's work as close as you want to get to there. That will tell us how far back this will set, and that will tell you kind of where our mother-in-law quarter perspective, how far, like, we don't want to be any further than this tree.
You mean further left or that way? And what about far left?
You can go uphill or downhill, anything you want. But it sounds like you're wanting to slide the house. You don't want to block her view with it.
Well, I am standing at a cornerstone. So this would be the back right corner of the house. That would be the front right corner of the house. This area is the master suite. And step a few feet this way, because I would be standing in our bathroom. A few feet this way, and this would be the window right in front of my bathtub. I can't wait to have bubble baths, sipping on a glass of wine and looking at that. So they're staking the house on, that would be the front left corner. And then probably that area would be the back left corner. And that's where the apartment is. So let me back up here. This is the house area right here. And then about the middle would have our sliding doors and back patio that will be looking out over our little valley right there. Another thing, because the land slopes down where I'm standing right now, the house is gonna be sitting up about 6 or 8 feet higher than where I'm standing, and then we'll have a basement below us, and then the house will be leveled. So I'll actually be sitting up higher.
Do you need a spray paint?
So now this is the front left corner?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So that would be looking out our front door. Well, actually this isn't our front door, but this is the front of the house. Look at at the sunset we're gonna be able to see every day. Here, those trees are gonna come down too whenever we do our driveway, so it's gonna open up for more mountain views and sunset views.
But we'll have to, I'll reach out to Dave one of these days.
One big snow killed and cleared out all of this brush. This brush was like, not even kidding, like 5 feet tall. It's gone now. Ready to do some campfires.
Known thing when you bought it, but 5 years into your house, you're gonna be so thankful you've got this slight angle heading south. I am not kidding you.
I'll believe you.
Well, I'm so glad we got that done tonight because I'm leaving for Texas in the morning. We are closing on our loan, actually closing on the loan in the morning, and then I'm leaving for Texas at 2:30. So Dave will be holding down the fort for the next couple weeks, so he is on duty to film any action that goes on with this house build. All right, well, today is the official day. We just got home from our loan closing. It is October 29th. Man, I've been crying. My face is red. I finally got myself together, but on record, we've officially closed on our loan. Oh my God, I'm crying because it's such a relief, and I'm so happy to get through this process. This has been like a 6-month long process just to get to this point where we've done the loan and can start building. So I'm headed to pack. I leave for the airport in an hour, and I haven't even packed yet, and I'm going to Texas for a couple weeks. So we'll see you later. Okay, so as you can see, we did have a couple progressions with the house. We got closed on our loan at the end of October, which I know in August, in my last video, I said we were a few weeks out. It obviously took much longer than that. We waited on an appraisal for like 3 months, and then being in business and self-employed, we had so many hoops to jump through, and then one thing after another kept coming up with our loan. But we did finally close on the loan, and that was a huge, huge, huge relief. So what's happened since then? We still do not have our permits. So it is February now, beginning of February. We are still waiting on permits. So between our closing date and about like a couple weeks after that, we were told that we would have our permit issued by about that 1st or 2nd week in November. That did not happen. They actually didn't even look at our permits. Our application, everything had just been sitting with the county, not even looked at. So they didn't even touch our application until December. That finally got reviewed by the building department, and then they came back and said that we would need engineering plans. So if you did watch our previous video, I explained using a drafter or an architect, engineer, things like that. But to explain a little bit about that, so if you have a certain ceiling height, it's going to require engineering plans. I don't want to get into the specifics of what all that entails, but it requires an engineering report and plans. We had thought that the height that we were at would not require it, and our builder said there had been some changes with the building requirements that occurred over these last few months, so we were unaware of that. So we had to basically go back to the drawing board. We didn't redesign the house or anything, but they had to basically redo our drafting. So they had to go through all the drafting phase again, and then to an engineer to do those plans to meet the certain requirements that the building department had. And so it was around middle of December that we got that news. We submitted everything to the drafter and the engineer, and that took over a month. Again, we thought it would be done in a few days through the drafter, which was not. We just now got that back last week, and then the engineer finished up their portion and stamped off the plans, and so those changes were submitted to the county last week. And we are now still, once again, waiting for those to be reviewed. The way it was submitted separately from the drafting plans and the engineer plans, they basically need it combined and stamped all together before the county will approve it. So that's where we're at right now. So what's remaining is we still need county approval, which means we've got to get stamped approved plans from Kootenai County Building Department. Fingers crossed we will be getting that, I don't know, hopefully within the next couple weeks. And then we still have to submit those stamped plans to our Property Owners Association. So backing up there, back in November, we found out that there was some form or application, something that the Property Owners Association had to submit to the county, basically stating that we were going to be using their water supply because we are connecting into our Property Owners Association's water, which was not done. And so that kind of gave us some more delays, but that's now been done. But now we have to go back to the Property Owners Association and have them give us the final approval before we can start building. So we're still a couple steps out. But anyway, just wanted to give you guys those updates. This has definitely been the longest waiting period. I know I keep saying that, but waiting on the permits and everything and on approvals is what's taking so long. So we still haven't broke ground. I'm very hopeful though, we are nearing the end. There's hopefully a light at the end of the tunnel, and we will get everything approved over the next few weeks and can hopefully start. We ideally were wanting to get Dryden before winter. That didn't happen. Some possible concerns that may come up is the price of like lumber and building costs have continued to increase. So we're hoping that's not going to bring on a bunch of additional costs due to these delays, but we'll just roll with the punches and see, you know, what happens when they start building. But I think we're getting close, so fingers crossed, and hopefully next time you guys see a video will be some actual dirt moving and getting this house going. So we'll see you later.